Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Abby. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I feel like my voice doesn't even sound like my voice right now. But my name is Abby, and welcome to my first video on this channel. So a little bit about me. I'm 25 years old. I'm a full-time working mommy of a 1-year-old daughter, and I'm actually in her room right now because she has the best lighting. So obviously we're gonna film in here. I'm filming this video because this month, August 2022, was the month that I became re-obsessed with reading. So I used to read a lot when I was younger, in like middle school, high school. I used to love dystopian novels, romance, and I also dabbled into a couple nonfiction books, self-help. Like I used to love reading. And then once I went to college, I probably read like maybe 1 or 2 books for fun. And not only did I fall in love with reading this past month, but I fell in love with BookTok, BookTube, Bookstagram, the entire community. Hence why I'm making this video, because I just want to be a part of it so bad, Like, it's just so fun. Like, I feel like it's like a whole other world, and literally my entire For You page and my entire recommendations on YouTube now is all books. And I used to be such a lifestyle girly. Like, I would only watch lifestyle videos. I feel like the last month I read 4 books, so it's not a lot compared to what other booktubers read, but it's the most amount of books I've read in the last 2 years, so to me it's a big accomplishment. Of course, this is a August wrap-up, so I'm going to be going through all the books I read last month and the books that made me fall in love with reading again. So to start with, because like I said, I follow lifestyle girlies, one of them posted this book. It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And my sister and I actually started reading this together, and she couldn't catch up. Like, she took too long to read it, so I just read it myself. And it was amazing. So if you don't know, this follows the story of Lily and Ryle. Honestly, I'm really bad at explaining books and synopsis and stuff, so I'll just read the back. Lily hasn't always had it easy, but that's never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She comes a long way from the small town in Maine where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston, and started her own business. So when she feels a spark with the gorgeous neurosurgeon named Ryle Kincaid, everything in Lily's life suddenly seems almost too good to be true. Ryle is assertive, stubborn, maybe even a little arrogant. He's also sensitive, brilliant, and has a total soft spot for Lily. But Ryle's complete aversion to relationships is disturbing. As questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so do the thoughts of Atlas Corrigan, her first love and a link to the past she left behind. He was her kindred spirit, her protector. When Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built with Ryle is threatened. With this bold and deeply personal novel, Colleen Hoover delivers a heart-wrenching story that breaks exciting new ground for her as a writer. It Ends With Us is an unforgettable tale of love that comes at the ultimate price. So I ended up rating this book a 4 out of 5 stars, and the reason I didn't give it a 5 out of 5 stars was because I think it was just so overhyped that I had crazy expectations in my mind of what I don't know, because I didn't really know much about the book before going into it, but I just had such high expectations. And I feel like they describe this as a love story, but I feel like it's not really a love story. There's some triggers in here that aren't mentioned, but I love how it spoke about those difficult topics, and I love this book. It was a quick read for me. I give it a 4 out of 5. I absolutely love the message behind it. I feel like there's multiple different messages in this book and lessons that I will carry on probably for the rest of my life. And I really resonated with this book in a lot of aspects. So I appreciate Colleen Hoover bringing this to light and empowering women in this book. So yeah, this one, 4 out of 5 stars, and it got me out of my 2-year reading slump. So forever grateful for this book. And then after that, I read none other than The Silent Patient. So this book is a psychological thriller, and I heard so many good reviews about this book. Again, one of the lifestyle girlies I follow, I think Ava Jules posted this one as one of her favorite books of all time, or in a book recommendation, something like that. So I picked it up because one of my coworkers actually told me to read this book as well a couple months ago. So when I heard her bring it up, I was like, why does that sound so familiar? I read what it was about, and it sounded so interesting to me, but it sounded like scary too. And I'm like, I'm a big weenie when it comes to mysteries, thrillers, horrors, anything like that. So the only time I really had to read was at nighttime after I put the baby down. I was a little hesitant to start it because if it was too scary, then I couldn't sleep. But it honestly was not scary at all. Like, if you're a big weenie like I am and you don't like horror, thrillers, anything like that, like it freaks you out, not even that you don't like it, but you can't read it at night, this is the perfect read. Oh my gosh, I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. The plot twist in this book, the characters I just loved, and after reading this, I didn't even want to read another book because I felt like nothing could compare. I was just so into this book from the very beginning. I was just hooked. But if you don't know, this book is about this woman, Alicia, who kills her husband and then goes silent ever since. And then her psychotherapist tries to uncover why she's been silent the entire time. And he tries to get her to speak after all these years. And then it follows his story and kind of how he gets Alicia to do that. If she does do that, I don't know. We'll see. You have to read it and find out. Next book I read after that was The Hating Game. This book was so popular, and I honestly didn't know if I wanted to read it because I heard kind of mixed reviews about it. I gave this one like a 3.75 out of 5 stars, and that's because the beginning was extremely slow to me, and I don't know, I just found Lucy so annoying. You don't know, this follows the story of Lucy and Josh. So basically they work together, they hate each other, they're up for the same promotion. Absolutely loved Joshua Templeman. Oh my god, he's like my book crush. But I gave this one a 3.75 out of 5 stars, only because the beginning was slow, Lucy was annoying, and I don't know if I'm just not that into these types of romance books, but it was kind of cringy at times, especially in the beginning. I don't know. And the last book I read last month, Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. This is another book that I read so many mixed reviews about, but I absolutely loved it. Oh my gosh, I was crying like a baby. I'll literally insert the picture of me crying here. Like from beginning to end, I was just so hooked into this book. It was so emotional for me. I think because I do have a little one, it hit something in me. And I found this so beautiful. I absolutely loved Miles. I really enjoyed Tate's character too because I felt like she was really realistic. It was sad because I felt like many of the decisions she made, like I didn't agree with, but deep down I know I probably would have done the same thing. So yeah, she was just really realistic. Ugly Love, 5 out of 5 stars for me. It's funny because after I read it, I saw one of my favorite booktubers did a video about this book, and she was basically saying that like this book was a joke to her. And it crushed me because I love it so much. Every book, I feel like it's so personal, the books that you like, because you normally like the ones that you can resonate with. But I love this. 5 out of 5 for me. So these are the 4 books I read this month. Thank you for watching my very first booktube video. I have a pretty obsessive personality, so hopefully this isn't just one of my hobbies that I let go of. I'm loving it. I can't wait to continue this journey with you guys, and stay tuned for the next video where I share with you my September TBR. Because since I just fell in love with the reading community again, I feel like there's so many books that I just want to read. Like TBR list on Goodreads is, I think there's over like 200 books on there. Guys, thank you for watching. And then again, Ugly Love, 5 out of 5. Hating Game, 3.75 out of 5. The Silent Patient, 5 out of 5. And it ends with us, 4 out of 5. So yeah, bye guys.